I'm getting money. I'm
in the mud. Yeah, I'm a mud.
Yeah, you know what this is, homie?
Yeah, this is the king of the trail, Bum B, repping UGK for life, long live MC. Getting it in with the #1 interactive hip-hop and R&B station, running H-Town, you already know 97.9 The Box, man. We live on the yard at TSU, this is 2008 Spring Fest at TSU. It was a beautiful day outside, man, a lot of sun, a lot of fun. People came out, supported, showed love. We was screaming RIP Pimp C, man. We did it big out here on the yard today, man. Stay logged on to 97.9thebox.com, man. You already know we waking up with the Mad Hatter Morning Show. It's really going down. 97.9 The Box, baby. KBX.
Hey, what's going on? This is the Hotline crew out here at Spring Fest. We out here supporting Bun B. This is a music business internship. It's not. It's more to the music business than just being a rapper and all that. But anyway, we want to give a shout out to 97.9 The Box, most interactive hip hop and R&B. Y'all gonna give them a shout out.
I mean, they started here, and what I need people to understand, and Deidre can chime in as well, the game now can be an independent game. You know, if you wait for these major record company deals and think that some major record company is going to get you rich, that's not necessarily the case. I am an advocate for artists and folks looking at more of an independent basis of making your own thing happen, selling your own product, doing all you can to market yourself, because the more that you own yourself, the more that you do yourself, the more chances are that you'll have to have increased benefit. A lot of you probably know who Slim Thug is. I'm not trying to put his business out there, but he had a major deal with a major record label, with Interscope Records, and it was fine for as long as it lasted, but he has now signed with Koch, which is one of the largest independent record labels out there. Why? Because his return on investment is going to be much greater for himself by going with this label, because they can give him a better deal. He has the Boss Hog Outlaws, which he put out on Koch. They may have sold, I don't know, 250,000 copies, but they made a boatload of money as opposed to 250,000 copies on a major record label. He's probably needing to write them a check at the end of the day. So with the technologies, with your brain power and the creative energy that you have, absolutely take more ownership on yourself and do more yourself, and absolutely get an attorney and get your business straight first. Most people do not plan for success, so make sure that you plan to be successful before you get started.
Thank you, Terry.
I would say it's the same thing. Don't discount yourself because you're an R&B artist. R&B is definitely back. I mean, I would say in heavy rotation at the Box, probably most of our heavy rotation records, because the records that are doing the best in our research are the R&B records at this point. To me, the same principle applies. If you're an R&B artist and you have the wherewithal to make your own mixtapes and market yourself that way, by all means, you should do that. Don't discount the philosophy because you're not a rap artist. I think that that would still apply for you, is to go ahead and market yourself the same way. And with regards to a writer, I would say this is where you need to go, and you need to find like-minded people. If you're a writer, find somebody who's a singer, find somebody who's an aspiring producer. You all need to collaborate. Number one, make sure your business is straight and you have legal paperwork saying who owns what of all of that, first and foremost. But you need to go and find like-minded people and collaborate, and then maybe as a writer who found a singer, who found a producer, well, now you're putting out your own mixtape. So I would say, the same principle applies.
Also use the internet. That MySpace thing that you talked about is social works. Find guys like this gentleman here, Maxie, who's a new media specialist, and find out how to flip Facebook, how to flip MySpace, how to flip YouTube, and how to do things differently. Think out the box. Please go on.
Even as we talk about all this digital technology, I think that the answers kind of lie in knowing the history, and knowing the analog. Something very important is about to happen next February next year. You guys are the last of the analog generation. We're talking about the last of analog print for the most part. Book sales are down, music sales, film are down, but there's answers are in the past. So when we talk about publishing, the whole music business started with this. Paper and words on papers that were copied and circulated for a fee. And then it evolved into records, then it evolved into television. So I think when R&B artists master your show, practice your show. The record deals we're seeing now, they're touring deals, as Mr. Knowles was saying. They're merchandising deals. Too many people get hung up in the video, too many people get hung up. I think the quest for mass media and mass market has been the biggest disservice of all artists. If you can make a living, a long-lasting living off of 10,000 people who are paying you $5 a month to receive exclusive access to your content or to your shows, which Prince was talking about years ago when he had slave written on his face and people were clowning him. You know, I think
he's just mad. Prince would be my artist. Prince is just mad. He had Warner Brothers.
It was awesome because we learned, you know, all sorts of things about like the business behind the scenes. A lot of people just want to be artistic and make beats, and you know, just go on the streets and sell. But there's actually a marketing to selling. There's actual techniques and all the mysteries behind the scenes that you don't really get it sometimes in school or you know, on the internet. So these guys really, with the experience they got, they broke it down for us and helped us out a lot.
So what are you going to do for your business? What are you going to do for your business to make sure?
Well, pretty much number one is education. Education comes first, and now I know that. They're coming from the big dogs. They, you know, they went to college just like I am now, and that's the first step now. And then it comes to experience with it.
Okay. So what would you like to say to 979 The Box? Thank you. You know.
Oh yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. You know, this class, it will help me out. And,
real good learning experience.
Yeah.
You know, learning experience, and we would like to thank 979 for putting this together for us. And that's about it.
Yeah. Keep playing that good music out there.
Yeah.
Peace.
Get the great graphics, gonna blow me away. Video editing, audio editing. Like, what are the? Do you do websites? Can you build out websites?
Now let me ask you this: even with the marketing degree, I should try and focus on that because the industry is becoming more technological.
You better get in the internet game, and those are valuable skills that you're going to be responsible for. So, hey, Susan, I'm at a seminar. I need to call right back. Yes. It's live. Okay. I need some of this stuff. You know, because I'm not looking for anybody that doesn't have more. I don't have the luxury.
Like Kwame, you know.
So I need somebody
had editing class with me and blew up.
Our whole game is on live. I need to know what
like my own t-shirt, like Kwame.
I mean, don't get me wrong, work ethic and all that stuff, that's, to me, is a given. You have to have all that stuff, but it's what else you have. Like when you come in, when you present your resume, what are you bringing in there with your resume? It's going to make you like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not going to discount 100% on your event planning. If it's you, the sole person, and you maybe submit pictures of the thing you did, and how many people, and how much money you raised, okay, maybe that's cool. But, you know,
I'm getting money. I'm
in the money. Yeah, I'm a mug.
You know what this is, homie?